How's it going, everyone? I am super sick right now, but we've got to film a double feature of the news. Because we didn't. So we're gonna.
Yay!
So, let's get through this together. We have new merch. We have a heads up, not a lot of news, but a lot of merch. Because we're in the off-season, but we do have some very interesting results coming soon. Kyber Corp acrylic stuff. It's all acrylic stuff from Kyber Corp. So, yeah, we'll slowly roll through. A lot of badges, a lot of pins, wristbands, scapegoat wristbands. And that's kind of it.
Yeah.
Anything to comment?
No.
Moving on. More merch. But this time it's kind of cool. They're bringing out cushions. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of into them.
How much are they? Undisclosed.
eStream will be releasing 2 sets of cushions on the 21st of July 23. We're in August. So, I guess go and have a look there.
Yeah.
Reference art for the Rescue Ace stuff has been released, and
Kind of cool.
it's pretty sick.
Got a hydrant on his back.
And something just made a noise that shouldn't have. Did we just get like a sub mid recording?
I think we did.
Cool. Thank you, whoever that was. I totally missed it, but thank you regardless. I'm gonna go ahead and go next. We're getting a couple of reprints. You can talk about them while I actually just check if we did.
Alright, so, because we know, we know what Teekaboo and Trick Clown are. Trick Clown is a cheeky little summon of a Perform Pal. And Teekaboo is one of the most degenerate, unfair floodgates ever made. All of which are in abundance of availability, but apparently, Konami have decided that everybody in the world should have them. And print another billion of whatever they make. So, yeah, more Trick Clown, more Teekaboo. Can't wait, really.
Teekaboo for everyone. And we did indeed just get a sub.
Unless it is
right in the middle of recording. So, thank you.
Oh.
The 25th mystery anniversary announcement. A big countdown on the clock. A big countdown clock has been up on the Konami website. And we know exactly that no information is out as yet.
Do we know how long's left on the clock?
We can probably check that. It is in my power to do so.
Oh, literally in blue at Konami's website.
Ah, that's helpful.
There we are.
Oh,
In 4 hours.
this is soon.
It's what, 5 a.m?
So 3 hours 53 minutes and 52 seconds. Stopping to talk about this for a hot minute. People have speculated all sorts, from new anime. I think people have said new summoning mechanic. It's tied to the 25th anniversary. I don't know.
I'm going to take a stab at a new Dark Magician girl and a new Dark Magician.
That's not newsworthy.
Well, they've done it.
Yeah. I would kind of like to see... Do you know what? You brought a good one up in the Speed Duels anime, thought.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's a more accessible form of Yu-Gi-Oh! We need to get more people into the game.
It could be another film.
They did it.
They've done films.
Yeah.
Could be another film.
I'd like to see what Pokemon and Digimon have done, where they've done, like, a more, like, mature art style, like, mature's wrong, brought up to date version of the original, kind of like a homage and something for the original fans. That'd be really cool to see. But yeah, I guess we'll find out next week, or we might film something tomorrow and just be like, wow, this happened. So yeah,
if it's a new master, will cry.
New summoning mechanic. You want defense links, right?
I wanted that in the first place.
Yeah. So, the OCG are having new area championships. So, that is a thing that may be happening. It's going to be much like a WCQ or regional. So, they may well be getting that. The FNL list for the World Championship 2023 has been dropped, and there's some weird stuff on here. Really old OCG normal monsters. That's why there's just millions.
Weird. Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So it's probably just the standard crossover list.
Yeah.
That we're kind of used to, but yeah, I believe Worlds is going on right now as well. I think. Is it?
Soon. It could just be wrapping up day one.
Maybe.
I'm not sure what the time difference is.
Yeah. More merch. This is the Arc V stuff, which is way out of anything that I know. I am old. Did you watch the Arc Vs?
I got through about 30 seconds of it before I shouted at Josh to turn it off.
That's fair. More Blue Eye statues for all that.
Oh no, cool. My wallet's upset.
101.
My wallet is very upset.
Why?
Because for that price, he knows he's gonna get one.
It depends if you can source it.
I mean,
but that is a fair point.
It just depends on whoever's brought something to events.
Yeah.
Tom just gives you the puppy dog eyes and you go.
Wonder Festival figures. It looks like we're getting an IP Masquerena figure.
Apprentice Illusion Magician.
Thank you. My brain is not functional. We've got the full set contents as well for Legendary Duelists.
Let's have a look. Well, we know that Sunlight Wolf is a ghost rare,
yes,
which it is deserving of. Salamander Fire, not relevant. Weasel, Tiger, Burst Griffin, Phoenix, Charge, Revive, all irrelevant.
Of Fire is the new Stratos.
Oh, wait, these are the right. So the higher rare rarity slots. Forgive me, I thought these were pack filler in previous sets.
No, Fire, Weasel and Tiger, I believe, are new. Same with Burst Griffin and Raging Phoenix.
Right, well, I know that there is one or two of these which might be interesting to experiment with, but they do seem to have some restriction. Common, new Volcanic stuff. I can't wait for Volcanic to be a rogue deck, because Blaze Accelerator is an aneurysm-inducing card.
Are you going to get it, though?
No. Absolutely not.
I think you should get ballad boxes.
Absolutely not. Even the support they give these was absolute caca. Again...
Bad workman.
Yeah, as if... overall, I am interested to see what Volcanic do.
So basically, it's 3 full decks. That is the entire set.
I know, but let's be honest here. I will be shocked if Battling Boxer do anything or Salad end up doing anything. I think this set is Volcanic, the set.
I think a really good Salad pilot could do things.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Yeah. Tory Meadows figure pre-orders are up, and this again isn't...
Zexal figures.
Yeah, I'm not quite familiar with. Japan had the representative interview.
So it's a transcript of basically what's been said
Yeah.
at the Worlds, is it? No, the Japan Championship. So yeah, not Worlds.
So if you're interested,
Oh wait. Obtaining the invitation, yeah. So this is people who have obtained the invitation to go to the Worlds. So if you're interested in that, that's there.
Yeah.
We are not reading through a tram strip.
We are not. More merch. The Maggie Arts figure lineup.
These are actual physical figures. So
yeah, so it looks like it's DMG, DM, Kyber, and Joey.
So if you want the 1 millionth release of DMG or the 200,000th release of Dark Magician,
Scapegoat though.
Huh?
Scapegoat's kind of sick.
I mean, feel free.
More reprints. Talk about them at length.
All right.
Take the last of my drink.
Okay, so we got Summon a Monk, a card in which hasn't seen play in time. The last time I saw play with this was Dark Warrior. A collector's rare would be interesting, but let's talk about the real
I got
ghost
super
in the
excited.
room. The real elephant in the room. So I cannot see us getting this art. It is a lost art, and if we are going to get this art, it's going to be released as a lost art. Now, Bagusica does not have a rarity above collectors. It doesn't have a rarity above Ultra. The highest rarity we'll have as a result of this, if we got it, is a collector's rare. But if it does come out as a collector's rare, I presume it will be the original art and not the boozy.
Give us Boozy Gooska. It's been too long. We want him.
Booze Gooska.
Boozy Gooska.
Booze Gooska.
We have a full new pendulum archetype, which, for the sake of my throat, please do the heavy reading.
Alright. Angelo Valmonica. It's a level 4 fairy. Right, so it's pendulum effect scale. While you have a fee monster in your other pendulum zone, you can gain life each time you gain life points, place a resonance counter on this card. We love counters. We love them. Once per turn, when an opponent's monster declares an attack, don't like where this is going, immediately after this effect resolves, link summon a Valmonica monster. Okay, bit mid. But the monster effect, you can use the first and second effect once per turn. If this card is in your hand, discard one other card, place this card, and one Demon Valmonica from your deck in your pendulum zone. So preset scales, can't argue. And your scales specifically suited to 4s. During the main phase, if this card was normal summon or special summon this turn, you can banish one Valmonica normal spell trap from your graveyard. This card becomes that card's life point gain effect. Okay, so preset scales. This one, I'm afraid, is going to have to be pretty amazing. While you have a fairy monster in your other pendulum zone, similar thing, but monsters your opponent control lose 100 attack for each resonance counter. So I guess that's just going to build up. Monster effects, yeah, so they both scale each other. And during the main phase, if this was normal summon, special summon, banish one. Oh, so this one gets damaged, inflicting effects added. This one gets life point gained. They are both very similar. And then we have Valmonica no Ishin, odd deity. Alright. One effect monster, link 1. Oh, very fair. Cannot be linked summon unless you have a fairy monster with 3 or more resonance counters in your pendulum zone. Already terrible link restriction. You can only special summon odd deity once per turn. If this card is link summoned, you can target monsters your opponent controls up to the number of resonance counters on the pendulum zone, destroy them. Alright, that's not terrible. You can remove 3 resonance counters from cards in your pendulum zone. You can make a second attack during each battle phase of this turn. It is 2/5. So, oh, and a third attack. Right, so It can clear a board and do 7-5 damage, so we have an odd OTK strategy here.
Very quickly as well, I think you got caught up in yourself and missed a little bit. So, second effect of the second Valmonica. During the main phase, if this card was normal or special summoned this turn, you can banish one Valmonica spell or trap from your graveyard. This effect becomes that card's damage inflicting effect when the card is activated.
I did cover that.
I think you did on the first
I
one.
said that's life point, and that one's damage inflicting.
Yeah. Not a worry, I was just covering bases.
Alright. Link one again, probably for the other one, so they both have their own little evolutions. Cannot be linked someone unless you have a fiend monster with 3 or more. So, yeah, the difference being this is a fiend, this is a fairy. So, yeah, specifically, this is same restrictions. If this card will be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can remove 3 from your pendulum zone instead. Once per opponent's turn, quick effect, you can target a Valmonica normal spell or trap that is banished from your graveyard. This effect becomes that card's effect when this card is activated. So the big debacle is over what these are doing.
And there's a few.
Alright.
Field spell to start it off.
Angelic Demonic Selector. You can only activate one of these per turn. When this card resolves, add a Valmonica monster from your deck to your hand. So Rota, if a third resonance counter is placed on a card in your pendulum zone, target one monster your opponent controls, take control of it. Yeah, so I'm seeing kind of like an OTK sort of weird thing going on here. You can activate one per turn, apply one of these effects. Your opponent's choice if you do not have a Valmonica in your pendulum zone. Gain 500 life points, then you excavate cards from the top of your deck until you excavate a Valmonica card, and if you do add it to your hand, shuffle the rest back into the deck. So it guarantees you a card, so we have a double Rota here. Take 500 damage, send a Valmonica card from your deck to the grave. So, I guess preload. And they also have the gain and damage effects for each one. You can activate one per turn, Valmonica in Tonnerre. Apply one of these effects. Same restriction. If you don't have a Valmonica in your pen zone, your opponent chooses. Gain 500 life points, then your opponent chooses one monster in your graveyard that can be special summoned for you to special summon it, and or take 500 damage. Then you can add one level 4 monster from your grave to your hand. Alright, so decent setup. The trap, Valmonica of the Gilding Rhythm. You can activate one, so we have common theme here, all ones. Oh, wait. I was going to say, right, there, reprints. I thought, no way is this actually going to tie into it. Because we have like 20 of these. If you control a Valmonica monster, apply one of these effects. If you control a Valmonica Link monster, you can apply both. Gain 500 life points, then you can destroy one spell track card on the field. Take 500 damage, then you can return one monster from the field to the hand. It seems more of an insurance policy, these traps. Same again, activate one per turn, and if you control a Valmonica Link, you can have both. Gain 500, also your opponent cannot target Valmonica monsters you control with card effects for the rest of the turn. Wait, so you can dump these in the grave, the monsters copy the effects, so you don't even have to activate them.
Yeah.
Then, second effect, take 500 damage, then you can negate the effects of one effect monster your opponent controls. Non-targeting until the end of this turn. So, this reads like an OTK deck. Honestly, it's saved by how versatile these spells and traps are reading. The links seem very restrictive, but they do seem to have like a bit of a closing game.
It's restrictive only in the sense of you have to use the engine. I'm not seeing any other restrictions. So I dare say this looks like it'd just be played as an engine in an already probably strong shell. If it were to see play.
I do reckon you need a high volume of these cards. So.
Yeah, but there's also strong condensed engines. I don't know why that was open. Someone must have middle clicked.
Alright, we'll
Okay, so Delan had their China City tournament.
340 participants.
Yeah. First, Bestial Dragon Link, and
they're doing Bestial Dragon Link.
It's Bestial Dragon Link. Right now, there's not a lot to talk about with these builds. Ishizu Tailments, it's still kicking. It's still meta. More Ishizu Tailments. Rescue Ace have been tearing it up in the OCG. And do you know any more about Rescue Ace than you did last couple of weeks?
Honestly, just how consistent they've become.
Yeah.
I mean, this card here, Hydrant, is stupid, and he's clocking in at the £30 price point.
Yep.
Tri Brigade
Yeah.
Sprite.
Based
God, I
build.
hate it.
Based build.
No. More Rescue Ace. They played the Ninos. They can't play anything else other than Ninos. So
Yeah, and that was kind of it. A lot of the OCG at the minute, like, it gets real interesting when you see something upcoming and you're like, ooh.
and then everybody
That'll
starts
be
jumping
cool.
on it.
Yeah, like, what is this?
No idea. It's a link to of some description.
Yeah, well, we'll see it on the horizon. But you'll see stuff, like, turning up in more lists and whatnot.
Alright, that's quite interesting. Breakdown.
Okay, let's have a quick look at this.
Rescue
was the,
Ace
Oh,
is
this is the metagame.
Dominant.
Rescue Ace is dominant. Pearly is pretty up there, followed by Tailments, Labyrinth, and then we're seeing Branded and Vanquished Soul representing a similar amount. Supreme King Magician. Okay. But yeah, this is reflected here with a paragraph of Tailment builds. So Rescue Ace. It's Rescue Ace. Pirelli. Anything interesting here? We're seeing a few different level 1 options in the extra deck.
Nope.
The recital styling and whatnot.
I mean, yeah, this is an insurance policy if they can't make this.
Yeah. The
And then this is so that they can make a giant one of these. So, in all honesty, can you blame them?
interesting thing, 2 desires, 1 prosp. Times are hard.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. That's just an absolute paragraph. Let's have a look at the visual representation. They look like they have a new card.
It was the things we covered.
Huh.
Um,
That doesn't narrow it down. We literally cover everything.
yeah, I can't remember what it did, but I remember just reading it and going, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I think she belongs to the Vices story, I think. Right, so there's one of this guy, and 1 illegal knight to summon, presumably, to help with the extra deck.
Yeah.
I really don't see the point if everything's just going to be at 1.
I mean, there's 3 Enchantress.
Forget that.
Oh, yeah, just ignore ratios.
Labyrinth, I'm sick of seeing it. This is quite interesting, though, for the what is that thing?
Oh, that's the new Dark Zeus,
Yeah.
which we read and were underwhelmed, but I'm feeling like we might be proven wrong.
And that's the conclusion.
Yeah, so that's the metagame report. China City Tournament in Qingdao.
I think so. 400 players.
Excuse me, this was a big one. Rika taking it all.
It's not a very colourful plant list,
Yeah.
but it is very orthodox and very, traditional. There's no Therions. It's just bare bones. I'm going to have a Bengal Lancer, a Teardrop, and a Sacred Beast on my end board, and that will do.
Yeah.
More Labyrinth. We really need to look at them. They're doing the same stuff.
There's one card we'll look at later. When
Oh,
we have
this
the
card is
decks.
busted. This
Oh
new
yeah, the new Labyrinth support.
Yeah, they do have
that's
that.
kind of nuts.
one. Punk.
Ishizu. This is actually interesting in my opinion. We're well aware of what they do, but I like it.
It just seems like an engine to make Baron easier.
You don't make Baron with punks.
Yeah, you can do with how weird these levels are. 7.
Oh yeah.
3.
Yeah, because you 7s and 3s. Makes sense.
Dragon Link not doing anything that Dragon Link already doesn't do. And then whatever this catastrophe is,
The Pile Decks.
is mad. I
Fossil Diner?
Yeah, you can just summon it off of an excavation.
Okay. That's disgusting.
Ninos, doing Ninos. Yeah.
Road to World. So, this is just a breakdown of the World Championship yeah.
3 people came from over here. The Oceanic got 2. North America sent 6.
Europe.
South America sent 2. Honestly, for a Worlds invite, it makes sense to go play in South America.
Yeah.
Brazil are always short on cards that are coming out. So.
I have heard that before.
Yeah.
Okay, World Championship 2023. And I'm... Scroll down.
Is this current standings?
It may well be. Scroll up. We'll get an explanation at the top. Oh, that 5th and 6th of August in Tokyo, Japan was held together with the Master Duel World Championship. So has it happened?
I guess.
We don't have all the breakdowns and stuff for this yet.
No, we're not sure. Don't see any Dino upset.
If Vanquish Soul just took Worlds, though...
It means nothing in a fabricated format.
Well, yeah.
Because none of the cards have been hit.
Also, how Mathmech?
Again, 1 card has been hit.
Yeah.
Like, none of the cards in Vanquish Soul has been hit in the OCG or TCG yet because of how new it is.
Well, yeah.
So, it makes absolute sense that Vanquish Soul are taking it. So, yeah, so... 9th to 28th. We're not getting a lot of information on these deck lists.
Yeah, scroll down though. Let's have a quick look at how the Cyberse is leaning heavily into Agnista.
Not even playing Laplation.
Yeah, there's a lot of different ways now.
Vanquish Soul.
Yeah, this is, unless we're reading it completely wrong.
No, just 9th to 28th. You can match the names up.
Right, so they're in that bracket.
Yeah, so we've got no information on this. This might just be the standings for tomorrow or something. I'm not even sure.
And I'm guessing they might be doing, top 8 tomorrow?
I don't know. No idea.
Who knows? Haiti had 384 duelist tournament. A lot of this looks pretty familiar.
It's the Cats with Wings and the Ninos.
Yep, and it's more OCG. This is the thing.
Yeah, Diabell Star.
Diabell Star is something that I'm looking forward to.
It's a free summon.
Yeah, but in general, I really like the look of that engine.
They also have a Rorodon. Can we just address that the fact they have a way to summon 3 negates before they actually summon a Nino?
You know, when you're right. They're not using... Was Cupid Picture TCG exclusive?
Yes.
So they're using Excel Synchron.
It doesn't matter. Either way, they're getting Baron, Herald, Savage minimum.
Yeah. Nino's got Burr.
Off of a dumb combo, anyway.
Retaliating seeing a bit of play.
Yeah.
Huh. During either player's turn, if your opponent activates a spell card that includes an effect to summon, you can special summon this card from your hand. If summoned this way while this card is face up on the field, any card sent to the graveyard is banished instead. That's screaming hitting Pearly at me.
It's easy to take care of, which is the problem.
There is a very specific... That's fine. If this card goes to the graveyard, add Max C. There's a reason it's better there.
Yeah.
There's a very, very level 2 Earth insect reason why that is worth playing in the OCG. China City Tour. Again, Rika seeing a lot of success right now. Let's see what we... This was the conservative list, I think.
Yeah, we mentioned this tournament.
Yeah. I think there was a bit of a crossover on the stats that we've been looking at.
Yeah.
And then Furniture Lab, complete with new support, which is the just set a trap and activate it, and they are not abusing Eradicator with it.
It's debatable whether or not they have Eradicator.
That might be a point. But also they're using this new trap, transaction rollback, pay half your life points, then target one normal trap card in your opponent's graveyard, accept transaction rollback. This effect becomes that normal trap's effect when activated. Well, that's not very good. What if your opponent's not playing a trap?
Oh, wait, no, they send it to the graveyard, so then they can banish it, copy a trap they've got pre-existed in the graveyard, and then activate it from the grave.
Gotta read that small print.
Yeah. That'll be a secret rare when it comes here.
Yeah, that'll probably be pretty good. And Chimera with the new horror stuff and super heavy samurai.
Do you know what I think? I just think people aren't reading the part where illusion cards just cannot be destroyed.
I mean, there's that. But
I think they get ready to crack the board. They look at the board that's on the field and they go, right, I've got 9k on board. It's game now. Right, let's kill you. Let's attack into them. It doesn't die and I don't take damage. Why did I do it then?
Yeah, that's kind of rough. I have been hearing a lot of people touting for the illusion stuff. Saying that's not illusion, is this?
No, that adds illusion. That's an illusion, but that adds illusions.
Yeah, this is an illusion, I think.
Yeah, they're getting the typing settled.
Yeah,
and at the minute they're not doing anything stupid, but at the same time, they've made. Oh yeah, you can't wait for this.
The horror stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of rank 8 support.
He's not even... Well, he's playing 1.
Yeah. And we had the remote duel extravaganza with Labyrinth taking it all.
That is disgusting.
And that's quite light on the furniture, which is interesting.
Get it off. It's hurting my eyes.
Alright.
Oh.
And a little bit of Unchained in there as well.
Ew.
Which is just setting what? Where's the Unchained trap? Did you look at the side? If this card is... Yeah, Unchained. Are they just not using the first effect and they're just using his Reborn?
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Banish it, special summon 1 Fiend. Oh. Okay. I need to find a way to make Chaos Angel in Unchained, because you can just be like, it's back again.
Yeah, but does it even remember?
I don't know.
I don't think it does.
Sphere modes and lava golems in the
I know
main
it's,
as well.
it's really hurting.
This is super interesting, so you kind of worked out what you reckon's going on here.
I know what's going on. It's a combination of opening this and this.
Or any way to get to them.
So because this card can very fairly be used from hand to make a Dragon Synchro monster, and I say the word fairly with, you know...
You can't complain too much, you're literally
I'm literally playing it. So, the idea, you normal summon this card, and you add Invocation. So, after you've done that, you can Synchro summon Ancient Fairy Dragon, to then add either Boss Stage or Meltdown if you needed it, because you can also normal summon this Generator guy and Synchro summon into Ancient Fairy to then get your Meltdown. It's a bit less relevant here because, again, conflicting normal summons, but at the same time, we're going to use this as an example. We have an Invocation now, and we have our boss stage for our opponent's turn. Then we mill the top card of our deck to special summon this card because we control a level 7 or higher dragon, Synchro. Not just a level 7 or higher Synchro, sorry. And then we Synchro into Crystal Wing, and because we now have a light engrave, because we used Ancient Fairy Dragon as Synchro material, we can then activate Invocation, Vanishing Alistair, and Ancient Fairy Dragon from our grave, summoning Mechaba.
And then you play some generator cards.
And then you pass turn and summon 2 more negates in your opponent's turn.
Yeah.
So, we have a very cheesy going first Invoke Generator deck.
I like it, it's cheeky.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Although 2 tuning, that needs sorting out now, mate.
Already at 45.
And your card count really needs work.
I mean, they topped an event. What did you do?
I'm just saying, we don't need... Well, these are pretty good, actually. But do we really need all the names? We can double down on this guy, because he is amazing, instead. And this already takes care of everything you need.
Clearly, they were right. And glass houses and all that.
Aww, I know. I'm just nitpicky.
Yep. If it's not your way, it's wrong.
Hey, it's cool. I like it. I see what he's doing.
I really like it. And Marincess, this deck has been making some waves of late. So, yeah, like, fairly standard from what I've seen. It's pretty high on the Pascalis. I've seen mainly that at 2. And I haven't seen... Help me with the pronunciation there.
Basilima.
Basilima. I haven't seen Basilima played. It seems a lot to be making your towers even more towersy than they are. Sleepy Maiden, I know, is a little bit of a brick. I'm testing with it currently. And then just all the non-engine. Like...
I mean, the deck hasn't changed.
Yeah.
You really can't do much to make this deck special. It's noodle soup.
No, there's...
It works and it's good.
There's variants. You can go for, like, your Kragan Lock. You can play the Shark package, which I didn't really like in testing.
Kragan is just powerhouse in general.
Yeah. I just, while in testing, got absolutely blown out by the Water Charmer. Splash Mage. I don't know why I didn't think of this, and I've just seen it. That's pretty smart. It's a Water Cyburst.
You gonna put it in?
I might just do, you know.
He's obsessed with this. It's the only reason he's looking at it.
It's not. It's also because it placed highly at... And that's the news.
That is the news.
So, yeah, it's a little sparse. We are in off season, but we're gonna keep doing these. We'll find news from somewhere. So I'm gonna sleep because I'm very sick, and Moz is gonna sit up all night, probably running synchron combos, because he's actually obsessed with that right now, and he's once again throwing some stones in some glass houses. Like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, hit the bell icon, do all that good stuff. We're growing and we're fairly happy about it. Shark Tale references. Yeah, I think that's anything. Any final notes?
I'm kind of tired now. I'm gonna go home.
Let's change the subject. We're leaving.